I'm gonna try a turn semi bluff here. We've got a 3 blocker. Pre-flop, no lived. We made a pot size nice, so he called. Flop, check, check, check. This is weird. Could he be bluffing? He's probably just got the boat. Um, Turn call. Yeah. All right. On the button here, great hand, excellent connectivity. On the button, you don't need huge hand to open. We flop middle set, which is good. It's not the nuts. Pretty dry board. There's a flush draw, but King 8-2. It's one of 4 boards. Queen 7-2, King 8-3, where there's no possible straight draw. So relatively dry. No calls. So far, so good. Pretty good turn card. We pick up an open-ended draw, so a 6 or a jack would make us the nuts. And we get there on the river, which is great. I think a big bet is warranted here. Probably he just missed spades, but maybe he had king and was just calling. That's possible. Jack, maybe. All right, we got a little more of a disconnected hand here, but we are triple suited, so we're going to put in the raise in position against a player who's been pretty loose passive so far. Decent flop. We've got the wrap and 3 backdoor flush draws, pair of sevens. Go for a half pot C bet. Turn the nuts. And we do have a slate free roll in that we can make 10s full of sevens or 7s full of tens. River. Looks like we're going to chop. Which is whatever. You can see the action at PLS 6 is just really good. The games are just really good. So many recreational players have gravitated towards PLS 6 that it's definitely a game where if you're serious about online poker, you're serious about Potlu Omaha, you should be thinking about PLS 6. Here we defend. Decent hand. Ace, King 10, 8, 7, 7. We got some gaps. We got some. All right. Kings and 10s are good. There's a lot of nuance to 6-card PLO hands, pre-flop holdings. All right. So for me, double suited aces are like where my 3-bets start in PLO. Not that I don't 3-bet non-ace ace hands. I do usually triple suited or like 6-card high rundowns that are double suited. But it just seems like double suited aces make up a lot of your 3-bets, especially when they're decent aces, as is the case here. These aren't ideal. We do have the dangling deuce, but ace, ace, jack, 10, 7. That's pretty nice. I like that. Great flop. Top two, nut flush draw. And we're in phenomenal shape versus a wrap. And we actually we hit the river there with ace jack. So that was nice. And we win a huge pot. Big pot. Big cash money pot here. $30. All right. I think we can take a flop here. I mean, okay, we're at the button, but hey, we're triple suited. We're not just double suited. We're triple suited. So that's pretty cool. And we have a nut suit. Very important in 6-card PLO. Like, especially 5-way here, there's just not much value in non-nut flushes. You don't even want to bluff catch with them most of the time. Like, obviously you're going to fold. All right, back to the stable. We got an ISO here. Triple suited again. Love these triple suited hands. And kind of a funny flop here. I'm just going to rip, I guess, because we should be flipping against 9-10. And maybe he doesn't even have 9-10. Multi-way is good. He does have 9-10. Yeah, so we're actually favored here. This guy's got 4-5. He's just in there. We're favored. Be nice to run it twice, but it's probably not going to happen. Get a board pair. Oh, we got a board pair. Oh my God. We ship a massive pot. And this is starting out to be a tremendous session. I'm really excited to share it with all you guys. So nice to just start scooping. You know, this was only PLO 10, so that was only $11. I could have gone to McDonald's and worked an hour and achieved the same result, but still, it's not bad. It's not bad to get a little easy money like that. You know, we had a set. We had the second nut straight. We had a gut shot, 52% equity to three-way pot, and we won. So that was really cool. Marginal defense here, but heads up. We flop the top wrap and should be able to take it down a lot with a bet. What an incredible turn here, and he donks that into us. We turn the nuts with a set, with a flush draw, with a higher redraw, and he's got the nuts too. But we're a 3-1 favorite on the turn because we just have so many redraws, and we can't lose, and we don't lose. Oh, that was great. What an incredible free roll. How often are you 75% equity on the turn because of your free roll heads up? That's quite rare. And then we just mash top set against this reg here. Maybe this is just going to be one of those God mode sessions where I just been buy-in after buy-in and then retire to a private island somewhere in the South Pacific. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. I am open folding aces. Garbage aces just getting thrown in the muck there. I had ace, ace, queen 9, 6-2 with 9 high spades, and I just folded with no money in the pot, nobody raising. I think I'm going to defend this. Oh, not anymore. Not when it got 3-bet. I would have defended from the original open because pretty good connectivity in that suit. I don't think this is quite enough when it goes raise, re-raise. We would need like that 7 to be a jack, maybe, possibly triple suited. We are going to lay this down. Make a tight fold here. 3 pair is not something you want to go to war with in 6-card PLO, but you can take a stab. You can bet the flop there, heads up, and we're pushing a small amount of equity. This hand's much stronger. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what I can really get action from. Maybe like a set, which would be great, obviously. I don't think even like a bad player is going to be calling on just like a king high flush draw here. Like that would be a really big mistake, I think. Well, he found a call. I don't know what he was calling on, but he found it. Probably picked up spades, by the way. Like I have no interest in calling this river bet whatsoever. When he calls so fast on the turn after like it looked like he was struggling with the flop decision. Who knows? Uh, it could have been a million things, right? But he took a long time with it. The instant call of the turn, like to me, he probably picked up nut spades. Probably that was one of the things that kept him around in the flop in the first place, the idea of picking up spades. And it's just like it's so likely he's gonna flush there, I think, even given the really good odds, because he bet small, he bet 6 big, it's just I just think he's gonna have it like all the time. Okay. So we open the button here. Both blinds very loose players. This is a cool spot. I'm gonna try checking back. We actually turn double gut shot, which is nice. Nice to have something, and we make it on the river. And I'm gonna fold it. Yeah, yeah, I'm definitely folding it. I would have actually checked it if he checked too, which sounds ridiculous, but we had specifically 2 sevens, so blocking 8-7. It's so hard to imagine a set calling, or he could have like the low ramp maybe. That's one possible hand that might want to bluff with no showdown value, but very, very likely he had king queen there, I think. There's another interesting spot, actually. 3 pair with second nut spades. I'll stick around for a bet. And, okay. Once they check through, maybe we're good. All right, we open it up. A call and then a 3 bet. Yikes. I think we can peel. Oh my god. This is what do we do here? I guess we bet. We got clubs. That's one saving grace here. Okay. What an interesting hand. But we are slightly behind. Oh, and we get there on the river in a really big way, winning our 3rd all in for the session. Okay, I'll defend my blind with these aces. Really big flop too. Um, you know, lead, I guess. Interesting turn. I guess I'll just check now. And beautiful, beautiful river card. Make nuts. Ooh. We could try calling and going for the overcall, but I think we have to raise. Yeah, he's gonna have 5-6 so often, but honestly, just pot call already. Well, maybe it's better to just call there. Like he's gonna have the nuts all the time, or bluffing. In which case, see if he has the nuts, or if he's bluffing, foot champ, the better. In either of those scenarios, calling is going to outperform raising. Raising only works if he's got like second nut straight, like ace five, and he calls a raise with it. So that's a bit of a parlay. That's a bit of a low percentage ask. Um, the maximum gain is more. I could gain up to 50 big if you called with ace five. Whereas, I'm only making a fraction of a river call, because the guy's not going to call every time when I overcall. Well, anyway, so double suited aces here. Nice 5-way pot. No big deal. Triple suited, actually. Excuse me. And I might actually force this Ilias guy out. No, no, no. Excuse me. Pardon me. Can I cash out here? Is that an option? Cash out. 200 big. Yeah. I am going to cash out. Would I have? No, I've lost, right? Yeah, I would have lost. Lose the eights here. There, I think that's a pretty good case for cash out, okay? Because it's an extremely high variance situation where um, we're 5-way with 29% equity. So 70% of the time, 71% of the time, we're losing that pot for 200 big blinds. And at the same time, the cost there to cash out it's pretty steep. It's 4 big blinds. But the variance in that scenario, in that all in situation, is just through the roof, right? Because we're either going to lose 200 big blinds or we're going to win a whole bunch, you know. So by being very selective with your cash out and applying it only to the most high variance situations, and keep in mind that PLO 6 has even more variance than PLO 4 or PLO 5. And specifically, like a 5-way all-in pre-flop is going to have the most variance uh, of anything. I think there's also a case for trying to maintain my 200 big blind stack. So if I had got all in there for 160 or whatever the second biggest stack was, and then lost and got down to 100 big, that's going to impact how much EV I can generate in future situations. Potentially, in spots where I have a huge edge too, like where I get an 80-20 or something. If I'm lucky enough for that to happen, I could be missing out on some potential EV there. But getting like a 500 or 600 big blind stack doesn't actually help me anymore right now because I already cover everybody with 260 big blinds. Pretty good spot here to peel a flop on the button in a very deep stack scenario. We flop the nut flush draw. Happy to continue on the flop for one bet. We turn the second nuts, and very clearly we are not good. Probably they both have queen nine, and they do. So la di da. Thank you to everybody who's made it this far in the video. If you're enjoying this footage, please consider hitting like or subscribe so that the next time you're browsing YouTube, it's going to suggest to you my latest video if I've got any, and can help me build my channel, produce more content. And if there's anything you liked or didn't like about the video, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I can incorporate your suggestions for future videos. When you have aces like these, ace, ace, jack, 5, 4 deuce, double suited, but one suit's 4 high, they require a little more delicacy. We're definitely happy to just check in the big blind, and basically this is a hand that it's going to hit rarely, but it does have some ability to hit the nuts in the form of top set or nut flush. So we don't really have the power or the equity to be driving pot building pre-flop, specifically out of position. Also in position, our hand is also not really a super multi-way hand. It does have some multi-way components, specifically the nut flush, but it's not like we're going to make the nuts very often. Here, I think this is just like a reluctant fold. We're just in bad position. I am going to peel here, I think. I'm not loving it, but we do have good connectivity, and I think good potential here. Clearly not our flop. We're out of position, which is unfortunate, but we can't do much with check fold. If we get a non-club 6, that's great. Maybe a queen. We're folding. We're folding. I don't think this is a stab. We do have 3/8. Looks like nobody's got 9/7. Pocket 10s could be out there. And now 4/7 is a real problem as well. I'm just going to fold. 5-way. I think you really have to be cautious. And we're blocking our own outs in terms of filling up. We're drawing to an underfull. All right, we're going to open it up here. King, king, queen, 9, 8, 5. Face a 3-bet. Hey, well, I guess we're going to continue. I don't know. Do you actually fold the 3-bets in this game? Swing and a miss on the flop, though. Queen 9, not really a great holding here. We got the kings and backdoors. But you can have queen or jack. You can have king 10, obviously, 10-8. It's a big threat. Passive player, potting it 4-way. Potting all in, but still, just gotta fold. That's all there is to it. Just a simple fold. Interesting spot here where we flop bottom set, 3-way. And 2 callers. It could be beat. I guess we'll check call the river. All right, we open it up here, cut off with triple suited hands. And all right, well, we're gonna defend here, or we would have defended, but even the min 3-bet is enough to get us out. All right, we raise it up from the big blind. Pretty good aces, double suited. But missed the flop, unfortunately. I think we can fold even that small bet from the short stack. Gonna check back here. We open the button. He defended. No point in blowing out the pot here. We got a few outs, not much. Especially once the heart comes. All right, the heads up battle. Me and my opponent. Everybody else left this table. Should go check here on the turn. Nope. Oh, that's just too good of a river bluff spot. Yes, we get it through. Nobody bluffs in this game, which is why bluffing can be profitable. Rarely you get a good spot for it. But every once in a while, and we can show down this 9-high flush. All right, the heads up battle. You want to battle me? Yo, man. All right, pretty good. Trips with 5 kickers. Not the dream run out. Ooh, ooh. Turning quads here at another table. Probably not going to get action on it, unfortunately. Back to the heads up battle. Gotta let him win one. Oh, hello. Is that a straight flush? Meanwhile, on the heads up battle table, set open ended. Yes. The king was a good card, but maybe not going to get paid here, unfortunately. All right. What do we need? 4 of clubs. Didn't happen. Straight? Straight it again? Wow. Nice. The heads up battle. Well, big straight flush again. And definitely just got to bet it out. Three-way, good chance somebody's got. Tell me this guy did not just disconnect with the nut flush. Oh, God, that would be so brutal. Okay, he's back. He puts in the call. Terrible river card, unless he made the tight, which would be great. Or quads. Quads would also be very delicious. We have the straight flush already. Wow, he's probably got ace high flush. He's gonna fold. Or I guess timeout. See some. Oh, he disconnected again? Oh, he's back. Oh no, he puts it in the face. Oh, all in. All in. We've got the straight flush. What do you got, quads? Why is there Jack's full? Oh, you poor bastard. You poor bastard. What a cooler. Meanwhile, we got 3-bet. We put in the 4-bet. All in free. Okay. Okay. Slight favorite. Yeah, great flop. Boom. Clean run out. Actually, wow. Action is going fast and furious now. Top set. Not a lot of outs here. If we're behind. Right. Ooh, triple paired. Don't get that one that often. Well, call. I guess we just gotta push with the nut flush draw. Good chance it goes multi-way anyway. Or not. Is that? Okay, just 2-pair. Nice to run it twice. Okay, he gets it. He gets it. Can't win them all, I guess. Although we've been doing pretty well so far this session. And we were a slight favorite there. Definitely going to raise it up on the big blind here. Half pot continue with kings and fours against the passive opponent. And we take it down. We are button open with ace king 8 5 4 deuce. Okay, we got 2 flush draws now. We hit one of them, but the board paired. I'm just going to show it down. I'm not going to get greedy and possibly face a check raise. All right, we flop the nuts here, and we check it. Foolishly, we check it. Nobody bites. We definitely should have just potted that from the get-go. 4-way. You got to bet your own hits, pretty much. Can't expect people to bluff or. Here we defend. Wow, and he c-bets. This looks like a good flop for us, but this guy's passive, so when he bets here, I'm thinking We don't even want to try to hit 2 pair anyway. This I think is a nice multi-way hand. This flop. I mean, it's good, but there is that nagging possibility of jacks full. We don't necessarily want to get a ton of action here. We do have a good hand. All right. I will pot control one street. I will pot control no longer. Now we must bet. All right. Maybe I played that a little too cautiously. I'll raise it up here from the big blinds. And checking and checking and checking and checking. And losing and losing and losing and losing. Okay, we got a unusual non-nut suit open, this sort of hand, but I thought the connectivity was worth it. Usually you want a nut suit to be raising on, middling high cards. But here, we're just going for straights, basically. Top set jacks. I mean, the connectivity is real. There's a 5 cluster. That ace has some possible utility. Not a great flop. We pick up open-ended on the turn, which we obviously do not really care about. That's not pot size bet worthy of calling ish. Here we got the inside wrap and then a little gut shot on the low side of things. And very deep. Vegan chick, huh? How you doing? You know what? I'm not even gonna bother thinking about it. We plot the flop, check the turn. River comes. Hmm. Here we raised on the flop. Actually, yeah. Even if once it checks around, I was gonna say I actually still think I'm beat like all the time. How can two people call a flop raise there and my hand still be good on that turn? You can't. This is a fun little flop though. Brick that. Here, gonna try checking back. Betting is okay, but there's just so few runouts that we actually like, so I'm gonna try checking. Oh no, another heads up battle. Who will be the victor? What's your tango? What's your delta vector? What's your vector, Victor? All right, this should be a good one. Opponent's a little on the aggressive side, so might make things a little more interesting. Meanwhile, what's going on here? The most passive guy in the world raises. I'm just checking. I can call 2 big blinds. I do have a lot of potential full houses I can hit. Oh no, I got rivered. Meanwhile, back in the heads-up battle, I flopped the nuts. What is this double board pair run out? But my flop nuts hold up. I managed to win the pot, so that's something. All right, 40 minutes. I guess this video is long enough now. So, thank you everybody who tuned in to check out the wacky 6-card PLO action on PokerStars. And please watch more of my videos in the future. Thank you very much. Zach out.